Hi, I'm Caroline. Welcome to FYI Newsbyte. Here's what we found for your information this lunchtime. From rescue to recovery, the UK Coast Guard has resumed the search for 5 Russian sailors missing in the Irish Sea. Hopes are fading of finding the crewmen who were on board a cargo vessel which sank in the early hours of yesterday morning off Holyhead. The body of one man has been pulled from the sea and 2 others were rescued alive. The Irish Air Corps, Navy and the Coast Guard are also helping with the search. An historic day in a country divided. Voting is getting underway in Egypt to elect a new parliament. It's an historic day for Egyptians who revolted to end decades of dictatorship. But while the elections are taking place, protesters are back on the streets demanding more change. Hundreds of people lined up in downtown Cairo waiting to vote in the parliamentary elections.
My hope and my expectation is that it'll continue to go as smoothly as we have seen so far, and that there is a legitimacy to it.
Egyptians have dozens of political parties and thousands of independent candidates to choose from in what for many will be their first election. Emergency stations down under. Aussie authorities are dropping supplies to thousands of residents left stranded by severe flooding in Australia. The floodwaters in the northern part of New South Wales have claimed the life of a 3-year-old boy who drowned after being swept into a drain. In the town of Wee Waa, all 1,800 residents have been isolated. It's feared many of those stranded could be cut off for up to a week.
We've got stock losses, we've seen those from the air. We've now just been informed that there's a break in the levee, which is also going to put a bit of a changing dynamic into how this town and how the SES and the entire township deal with the rising floodwaters that's completely cut this town off.
Officials in the state say more rain is forecast for later in the week. Fighting for what they believe, more than 1,300 people have been arrested in Germany after a day of protests and sit-ins by anti-nuclear activists. One group of protesters chained themselves to the tracks last night in a bid to stop a shipment of nuclear waste. The train made its way to its destination after the protesters were removed. Caught on camera, strangers rushed to the aid of 3 people pinned underneath a pickup truck in Los Angeles. The truck rolled over on Interstate 10 in the Riverside County desert. The California Highway Patrol made it to the scene just as several drivers lifted the truck and pulled a female passenger to safety. There's no word on what caused the accident. And finally, Frosty the Snowman is feeling the heat. In fact, he was led away from a Maryland Christmas parade in handcuffs. He was charged with assault and disorderly conduct after an alleged confrontation with a police officer. FYI is interactive. From your opinions to news you think we should be covering, we want to hear it all. FYI is available to you 24/7 online for all the information you need to know. Simply log on to tv3.ie/3e/FYI. Here you'll find the latest stories, video catch-ups, comments and the FYI blog. We're also available to you on Twitter and Facebook. Just log on to the website and hit the social networking shortcuts. Time now for a look at the funniest clips on the web. Here's our top 5. At number 5, infomercials, making everyday objects inappropriate.
Introducing the Tiddy Bear. That's Tiddy Bear. The cute little guy that eliminates all those irritating shoulder strap problems.
At number 4, one lazy sheepdog says no to walks. At number 3, sexy video. Fail. At number 2, looks like one pushy kid is getting the hang of pranking early on. And number 1 today, remember Tony Danza? Well, check out his interview fail extravaganza.
And those news shows are terrible.
Tony?
I'm telling you, I just realized it because I'm hearing the news show in the background. Kim, I'm telling you, this is crazy. I don't want to do this.
You ready?
All right, fine. Oh, you heard me, huh?
Oh, every bit of it.
Oh, good.
Joining us now is Tony Danza. You know him from Taxi.
Don't you feel a little bit like that's what you do? I mean, not for nothing. It's not just me who thinks that, by the way. Go ahead. All right.
Well, it's how I make my living, so, you know.
No, listen, I'm not knocking you. I'm just...
Tune into FYI later for the newest downloads. We'll have more on the top stories, plus catch up on today's tech news with Cassie, and Paul will be here with all the sport. We'll see you back here at 6, right here on 3E.